And continuing on with what seems to be Black Panther month. Hey guys, it's Overlord here, back in with another review. And today we're having a look at the Marvel Legends Wal-Mart exclusive Prince T'Challa Part 2, I guess. Yeah, just yesterday we looked at this guy here. This was the first Wal-Mart exclusive Panther. And overall, I really liked him. But now we're looking at the new one, which is his Vibranium suit. And just a couple of things I'd like to point out. Double check your figure before you buy it, because you may get one without the hands. Now, I didn't do that, but I did see some without the alternate fist and claw hands, which we'll just look at quickly right now. There they are. There you go. There's one. It's the claw with the little pink dilly-doos on them. Speaking of claws, I actually took some time and clipped mine. And then there's the fist. It's just small things. This is how he comes in the packaging. He also has an alternate head without the pink lines on it. You know what this actually looks like? If you shave the ears off, kind of looks like one of the nameless ghouls from Ghost BC. This figure just got some bonus points, and then of course, as you can see, it's already on him. He comes with the Iron Fist fireballs, which just rest over top his hands. But now on to the actual figure, and I am getting better at the focusing thing. You just saw how pretty slick that last part was. But another thing I want to note. I don't know if it's an error or what, but there was one hanging in Walmart without any of this pink on. At least on the torso. I can't remember if he had it on the legs or not, but if there is a running change of this, it's a version without all the pink on him, so it's kind of like a powered down version. So if you're a die-hard, must-have every Marvel Legends ever, you may want to buy that. Just because it's so off the wall, and nobody saw it coming, kind of like the Shocker with the Thunderbolts logo on him last year. I just thought I'd point it out. I already hit up Rectangular and let him know, because he's super cool and always does a good job with the news and updates for these figures. So I figured letting him know would be doing the right thing. Whether or not he reports on it, I don't really care. But it's the more you know, and knowing is half the battle. If you don't believe me, check my Instagram. It's linked on my channel and whatnot. It's overlord.productions and yada yada yada. You don't need to hear all that bull crap. You hear that on every other channel. But, yeah, this figure is on the Spider UK body, which you know I like. It was used on Darkhawk and Spider UK. Not a whole lot of figures actually use this body. That Cosmic Spidey used it. The Captain Universe figure there. But, yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just a Bucky cap on steroids. His articulation, his head will rotate, it'll look up, it'll look down. He's got this necklace here, which I guess you can call that an accessory. I put some heat on it so it sit on his neck a little better. I may have to do that a little bit more, but given the fact it's so soft, you probably just put something heavy on it. It'd stay in place. You just might want to fold it right about where it goes over his shoulders, and then you just flatten it out, and then it should just rest on his, what is it? That ain't triceps, but whatever these are. Traps. Should just rest right over those, which looks a little bit better than just having it flopping all over the place. His shoulders, a little hard to move, not gonna lie, but they do move out a decent amount. They move out about that far. And they move back in. You want to be careful with them, maybe heat them up a little bit. I just use Savage Brutality because that's how I roll. Not exactly the best thing, but they move. Rotate 360. He's got a bicep swivel, double joint at the elbow. You get a decent amount out of that. He's got a swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist. Now the ab crunches are getting tighter on these, which I like. It'll move one click forward, which that's a pretty decent click. And then it'll move one click back. The one thing they can work on, this is just me, the waist seemed to have a little bit of wiggle room. I had the same issue with Venom from year before last. His waist was a little bit too wobbly. They're fixing the wobbliness, but they still feel like they're not in all the way. It's just something I've noticed lately, and it's kind of not good. Because if you want to do the ab crunch, it'd be nice if you could just bend it from there. But no, you got to actually grab the abs themselves and move it. Which, you know, if you got big fingers, they can get in the way sometimes. His hips will move out about that far. Move forward. Move back hardly at all. Guess whose leg does that? He's got a thigh cut. He's got a double jointed knee, which I don't think they need this here. This little cut piece, if they just sanded that straight down, I think you'd be able to get a little bit more out of that. Probably go right up to his diddly-do there. I do got a little schmutz on the back of his calf there, whatever that is. Got a shin swivel. Or not a shin swivel. Yeah, shin swivel. Calf swivel. Duh. And then his foot, the feet work really well. It's got the rocker and everything on those. But yeah, I think I'm going to display this guy with his claws. Only because they're not... they wouldn't do as good in storage as the fists, which are just straight up one solid piece. Yeah, the fingers, I don't want to bend those, so we'll just display him with his claws. You know me, I just stand my figures up. I don't have exactly the space to pose them. I used to do that when I didn't have over 1,000 damn things, but times have changed, and so have my displaying habits. So, comparison time with, well, crap load of Panthers. So here we go. We got this one here, which we just looked at. And he's probably my favorite just because he's straight up classic with the cape. I wish the cape was maybe like half as long. Apparently that's how long it was. We got this guy here, who I nicknamed the Pimp Panther because he's got the gold threads. And then let's see. We got this new movie one. And we got the OG Civil War one. My first Black Panther figure ever, actually. So, As 5, I went from 1 to 5 in the past month. So I still want to pick up the Rocket Raccoon Wave one because I think his range in the hips is a little bit better than this guy's over here. And his hands are different. And, you know, I like the blue. I like the blue on it. Makes it stand out. Maybe like a sore thumb to some people, but not to me. So let's get all these chaps out of here. There's too much Black Panther on the screen to withstand sanity at the moment. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to have to give this figure, I want to give him a 9 out of 10. It's good, but the necklace could have been a little bit better. It could have not been flopping around. The range of movement seems a little hindered in places, and that's kind of odd for a Black Panther figure. Other than that, the paint's really clean. I also would have liked an unmasked head because we don't have a unmasked comic book head. But he does get points for looking like a nameless ghoul, which is always a good thing in my book. So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.